Not a YouTuber, just like making videos. You know, I don't want to make a video. Literally. I'm not even in town. I'm over some people's house. I'm on vacation, a real vacation. Also, Gang War Wheezy. I see you. I got it done, but I got it. When I touch down and get back to my computer, I'm gonna send it to you through email because I got it done. The file is in my regular normal computer, But I'm really just trying to lounge, you know. What I'm saying, and take it easy. I haven't been making any YouTube videos. I'm not. That's why this video is going to be a raw dog, because I'm just I'm not next to my computer. But let me go into current events here. Like what I'm saying, it's like I haven't been making any videos and my name keeps getting mentioned. Let me go into this whole peace talk. What I'm saying, no beefs or whatever. And the thing is, a lot of people they can't take criticism and so forth, and they what I'm saying, I guess when they make videos, they want everybody to be in agreement with them, or what I'm saying, or people don't like to be what I'm saying, called out for their flim flam. What I'm saying, I like how do we determine I'm saying constructive criticism or whatever, and what I'm saying, in beef. You see what I mean? I guess because here on YouTube, I guess people they have enough Dick Ryder fans or whatever waving their flag, that what I'm saying, that they feel that they shouldn't be met with any resistance. And that if you have any qualms with their videos and so forth, that you shouldn't watch them. I'm saying that's not how it works. And so that's why, like me personally, I hardly have any beef vids. Not no true beef vids. I don't even know what people are, what I'm saying, talking about. I'm like, you can't expect us to hold hands like Hands Across America. My videos are, a lot of them are rebuttals. What I'm saying, or I'm defending myself. Just like you see someone on the street and someone attack him and he defended himself and he defends himself with great vigor, would you call that dude a shit starter or a troublemaker? So if you look at my videos, some of my videos, they're in response to somebody. Yeah, and I will, what I'm saying, I will put my shield up. What I'm saying, I will bounce back. What I'm saying, I will return fire, and so to say. And that's the thing. So, but a lot of people can't take it. What I'm saying, a lot of people, they interpret information different ways and so forth. And it's like LA. He keeps mentioning my name, so all I'm doing is making comments. Me personally, I don't care if anybody make comments on my videos or whatever, or negative. I've hardly ever, what I'm saying, reacted verbally to what I'm saying, to someone who's making a post. The only time I did is like when I was making videos against Azrael the One, and it seems like Madhead was siding with Azrael the One or whatever, and that's the only time really. But for the most part, I'm like, you put your videos up, what I mean, you can't. I'm like, you gotta take whatever comes with it. What I'm saying, people want, what I'm saying, positive, but they don't like to hear negative, and so forth. And and if I get called out, or somebody says, hey, you contradicted yourself, right here, but in a video over here you said this, then sometimes I'm just have to just shrug my shoulders and just like, hey, you got me. What I'm saying. Ask Madhead. There's times when he caught me being a hypocrite. The thing is, we put together a lot of videos. When you churn out videos at high volume, I'm saying, there's bound to be something that you said that contradicts another thing you said in another video. And I'll just tell Madhead, I'm like, okay, right there, you got me. I admit you got me. Like, a lot of people aren't going to do that. You know, like LA said something that he's comparing the views. I'm like, look at the views, the beef videos get views and all this other stuff compared to real talk or whatever. And he's true about this, but you know what I'm saying, there's different, as I said, there's different when you just simply make rebuttal videos, or you're having a discussion at the round table, even though things can be heated, and just, you know, just a straight up roast. You know, when you're just completely berating somebody and you mention off-kilter attacks that has nothing to do with somebody's argument and so forth. But going by LA's logic of, you know what I'm saying, this is what people want, it gets all the views, so we have to, you know what I'm saying, somehow give in to this or whatever. It's hard for me to take his, you know what I'm saying, his stance to get rap music. You know, I remember he had a series of videos talking about murder and music. But but when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, this rap music, you know what I'm saying, especially, you know what I'm saying, this radio, mainstream, shallow rap music, if it's selling real big, you know what I'm saying, and if it's hot, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, who are we to go against that grain? You know, I'm like, it's, you know, Rick Ross and all these other guys, you know, this music that this makes blacks in the hood seem like a bunch of degenerates. You know, because it's popular. Just because something's popular don't mean that we have to give into it or that we have to cater to a crowd. You know, everybody likes to slow down and look at a car wreck and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, on to the main course, on to Monty. You know what I'm saying? Monty, and all I did was make a comment, you know, and the comment was nothing more than a constructive criticism. You know, like, for instance, I didn't have a problem with him talking about God. If he said fuck God and, you know, and all this other stuff, God is a tooth fairy, I'm like, I can say that that's his belief. But it seemed like he was backpedaling. It seemed like he was trying to save pace with his last video when we focused off God and made religion. But in his first videos, he literally lumped God and religion up together because people in his comment section told him, he said, no, God and religion are two different things or whatever. And then in his video, he's made it seem like I'm defending God. I'm like, no. In my comment, I just talked about the concept of God. I did a video a while back called Black Folks Religion. That is a kind of a, in my opinion, a more proper analyst of, you know what I'm saying, of religion in general, you know what I'm saying, the religion black people choose or whatever. And I've stated that if I was to become a religious person, I'll probably choose voodoo or whatever. But it just seems like, you know what I'm saying, Monty, he said, oh, God's not real, why do kids have cancer? And that's the most rudimentary, elementary way of looking at things. Like, even if we examine the biblical God, you know what I'm saying, if you believe that this God in the Bible exists, you know, the one, you know what I'm saying, the one they talk about in the Bible, and this is the true God, you know that he can be a very cruel God. You know what I'm saying? He's a very vengeful God. He's a jealous God. And that, you know what I'm saying, little kids dying and people dying and there's wars and famines wouldn't be out of his realm. I'm like, that's like, if you read the Bible, he destroyed whole entire cities. And some of them cities got to have children in it. Like I'm not saying that these I'm saying these stories are 100% true. But let's go into Sodom and Gomorrah, and even anthropologists or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that land where Sodom and Gomorrah existed, you know, they say that nothing can grow there, and they found traces of this land, of these ruins or whatever, and they say no crop can grow there, nothing there. I'm like, it's just so barren. But, you know what I'm saying, let's take that for real. You have to understand, there has to be kids that lived in Sodom and Gomorrah, because I think the only people that got out was Lot's and Lot's wife, Lot's son or whatever. I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't know the whole schematics of that story, but you have to understand that kids had to have died in there. Even if these kids were wicked, they were wicked or whatever because they were influenced by the adults. You know, you see what I mean? And also, the biblical God, you know what I'm saying, offers people eternal life in heaven. So if a kid has cancer and he's dying of cancer, it's like, going by the Bible, that kid is going to go to heaven. He's going to have it good. I'm saying the biblical God even says that the flesh is weaker. Says that, you know what I'm saying, life here on earth is temporary. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you die when you're a little kid or you die of old age. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate goal is to live next to Him in peace in heaven. So suffering here in America, that's nothing to him, even going by the Bible. So Monty's concept was flawed and ridiculous no matter what level you look at it from. You know what I'm saying? Even if you was a biblical scholar, a person who didn't really believe in the Bible, but you wanted to study, there's people who don't kind of believe these stories in the Bible, but they still want to study it or whatever. But yeah, it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't handle that pressure. And, you know, and you have to understand, Monty, you know what I mean, he's, you know what I'm saying, you know, built his rap up by going at people, you know what I mean, doing foolish things, going at Clifton Rainey, going at so forth. And then for him to switch polarities like this, to go in, you know what I'm saying, such an extreme direction, of course it's going to throw his fan base up. They're going to be like, you know what I'm saying, what the hell? I'm like, you just can't make that drastic move like that. Me personally, I can probably get away with it because, you know what I'm saying, because people know my videos, my intellectual thoughts, and anybody knows that I'm not some diehard religious person. But my thing is, instead of just clown religion, understand why people are religious. Yeah, you know, in the first place. And in my video about black folks' religion, you know what I'm saying, I give an educated synopsis. You know, people are religious, become religious to try to explain the unknown or explain the world around them. Now, as science, you know what I'm saying, as science grows and claims some sort of dominance, of course people are going to drift away from it because science can explain it. But the thing is, when people live under dreadful situations, when they live in uncertainty, they're more religious. Like take places in Africa, South America, and the Middle East. You know, especially places like Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? People are very religious because there's a lot of uncertainty in their life, and it's filled with a whole lot of dread, a whole lot of war and death and disease all around them. You know what I'm saying? And in countries where people seem to be living, countries where people are more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, got running water out of their faucets and electricity in every home, you know what I'm saying, America, Europe, Japan, and some places in China, people are less religious. You know, let's take Buddha. Well, Buddha, you know, people say that's not a religion, that's a way of life, you know what I'm saying, that's debatable. But you notice that, you know, in countries that seem a whole lot of economic hardship and a whole lot of turmoil, people are simply more religious. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when somebody gets locked up in jail, you know, and like, you know what I'm saying, his life is filled with so much dread, and you know what I mean, he got court cases or whatever, and his outlook is bleak and so forth. You know what I'm saying? He's going to cling on more so to religion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of inmates in jail, they find Christianity, they find Allah or whatever in jail, but when they get back on the streets, same thing with black people. Black people, we're not sitting at the level of white people. You know what I'm saying? Economically at the level of white people and so forth. A lot of us are poor, you know what I'm saying, live in impoverished neighborhoods. So that's why a lot of us are, you know what I'm saying, go to church or go to Islam, because some people need a support base. You know, and whites, you know what I'm saying, people who, you know, they got white privilege or whatever, they're the main ones pressing, you know what I'm saying, there is no God, no atheist movement and so forth, when life in general has been grounded. I'm like, whites used Christianity to conquer, you know, and then once they got, you know what I'm saying, once they're living like fat cats, they can sit back and say, hey, you know what, you know, we killed a bunch of Native Americans in the name of God, but, you know, now I figure, it's no God. You see how it works? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that my idioms are the correct, but that's just the way, you know, I look at things. You know, the pastor of the pulpit, you know what I'm saying, these preachers, they have power. Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And it's no different than, you know, a chief of police or a politician or anybody who sits at a place of power. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do, you know what I'm saying? They're going to embezzle money. They're going to be frauds, and they're going to tell people what they want to hear. Same thing with these pastors. They're you know what I'm saying? It's like there's people that's always going to be this median. You know what I'm saying? That can talk to God. You know what I'm saying? You know, between God and man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go into the shamans or whatever, or these tribal people and these people that are there, you know what I mean? I can, you know what I'm saying? I can talk directly to God. You know what I'm saying? So praise me and I'll talk to God. You know what I'm saying? This even goes back into the in Hawaii. The tribes in Hawaii before the white man came was kind of known to, you know what I'm saying, manipulate the people with a whole lot of this, you know, God, people that can talk directly to the mystics and mystical spirits, you know. I'm like, you know, and that's how it goes, and that's how I look at it. And you know, you're not going to get rid of religion, and at one point in time, sometimes you got to blame the people. I'm like, you know, we've seen so many incidents of church corruption, but people are still going. Like, technically, the church have never done nothing to me. A pastor never done to me. Not like I'm walking down the street and a pastor hit me upside the head and dragged me into his church. I'm like, we've seen, you know what I'm saying, so many incidents where pastors and whatever, you know, use that money to buy new cars, use that money to, and then burn down their own churches for insurance reasons and so forth. Pastors cheating on their wife, you know, with members of the congregation. But people still go. You know, sometimes people just want to be a part of something. You know, sometimes people are sick, you know, and I've talked to these, especially when I was on my, when I was earlier in life, when I was on my there is no God kick. I know that you can't, some people you can't talk to or whatever, because my stance, I'm not defending God. I'm not defending any sort of religion. I understand why it's there, and I understand that why it exists. You know, human beings believed in some sort of God, some sort of unknown entity, even in the Paleolithic age and so forth. But yeah, I just feel that, you know what I'm saying, that video Monty did was a bunch of flim flam. You know what I'm saying? He was seemingly all serious, and you don't know if he's serious or he's joking, and that he want to praise the night. Like, we all saw it. You know, and hence, if he wants to renege now and say, oh, well, I do believe in a divine creator, he should have said so at the beginning. And even when you have the divine creator, you're going to have rules that this person set forth. Even if you believe that, well, maybe that there was a divine creator and he created us, and you know what I'm saying, he went off to create another world in some other universe, in the multiverse or whatever, you still have to understand that he still laid low rules. And I do believe that there are rules. You know what I mean? I don't believe in heaven and hell that you're going to be punished with the devil. No, but so I'm like, when human beings treated each other kindly and share land and do certain things, the humans can, you know what I'm saying, it will be a peaceful world. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat certain foods. You know what I mean? If you if you eat other kinds of foods or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get diabetes or whatever, you know, sugar and so forth. I do believe that there's enough land, enough water, you know what I'm saying, for all humans on earth to prosper. When there's a breakdown, you know what I mean, when there's famine and there's war, that's man. It's man's fault. God didn't come down and do that. You know, man has done that. You know what I'm saying? Our technology has caused cancer cells. I learned all about this in anthropology class or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Our cell phones or our food, that's caused cancer. It's not like God stricken kids with cancer or whatever. But hence, if you know God of the Bible, he's a vengeful God, and maybe he will give somebody's child cancer just to punish their parents because their parents did something bad and said, okay, you're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make you suffer by watching your little kid have cancer. So that's all I want to say. I'm not even trying to create any bips, but it goes to show you that you know, this is what people love, you know what I mean? A lot of people, when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to go at somebody, you know, like Hollow Point says, because this person has enough people hating them, you know what I'm saying, for you to rally up, you know what I'm saying, you can get an army. But when it's time to create your own little philosophies or whatever, not mention Tommy's name or anybody's name, yeah, that's when the situation can be a little hairy or whatever. That's all I want to say. Thanks for watching, and Sally forth.